you an expert, entrepreneur, or small business owner passionate about helping people through life's transitions? The Fresh Starts Expert membership is perfect for you. For just $55 per month, this dynamic membership is designed to boost your business and amplify your brand. Fresh Starts is here to provide you with business development, marketing, coaching, networking, publicity, community engagement, and more. With an SEO-optimized profile, exclusive press opportunities, and weekly co-working and business coaching sessions, you'll connect, grow, and gain visibility like never before. Are you ready to elevate your brand? We can't wait to work with you. Visit freshstartsregistry.com and become a Fresh Starts expert today.
Welcome to Simple Tips to Support Yourself, the podcast series that's here to help you master the art of adulting without losing your mind. Each episode will dive into simple, practical tips from the Fresh Starts experts on how to tackle life's daily obstacles with a little less chaos and a little more confidence. Whether it's figuring out finances, tackling that never-ending laundry pile, or even learning how to make a doctor's appointment without breaking into a cold sweat, we've got you covered. So grab your coffee and get ready to learn, laugh, and maybe even feel like you've got this whole being an adult thing under control. Let's do this together, because here at Fresh Starts, you never have to adult by yourself.
Hi, I'm Abbey Sangmeister, therapist and coach and owner of Evolving Whole. I work with clients to help them move past their sticking points and burnout to create a more fulfilled life.
Okay, Abby, a question that we get a lot over here at Fresh Starts, and myself included, is burnout is like a buzzword right now. Everybody feels so burnt out. So what can we do to prevent burnout? And what does it even mean to be burnt out?
Great question, because a lot of times we don't even notice that we're burned out until we have physical ailments or our relationships are failing or we're struggling in our career. Burnout is when you're feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, anxious, maybe even feeling lonely, even if you're surrounded by people on more days than not. And I know that sounds like depression and anxiety, but this comes from a place of trying to do it all and going nonstop. And that might even be doing things that you love. So oftentimes I have clients, and myself personally, burned myself out when I thought I was doing everything right, like working out at the gym, eating like that perfect, quote unquote, perfect diet, having fun on the weekend and working. And I did love the work that I was doing, but I still ended up being burned out.
Okay, so what can we do to prevent that? Because when you get burned out, it can often, I didn't realize this, but it can take like a lot of time to undo that damage you did with burnout. So before we get there, how can we prevent it?
Yeah, so I think the first step that I like is creating your ideal schedule. And I've worked with teachers and people in retail who get their schedule like that Sunday for the week, or surgeons who have overtime or long hours. You can still create your ideal schedule. And that means booking time for yourself. Doesn't have to be every day. It could be a moment a day to just disconnect from your phone, from doing, and even allow yourself to get a little bit bored. Other things you can do is saying no to building to people, right? Like if you have to take a pause because something isn't like a heck yes, that you definitely want to do it, or you're like, that's a yes, but I look at my calendar and I'm like, I can squeeze it and move things around, then let's take a moment to look back, and maybe it becomes a no, or maybe you have to cancel some other things and just take that pause. Because if you're continually going, you're going to crash.
Yeah, that's great. Really, really good advice. Okay, so what happens then if we don't take these precautions and we find ourselves in burnout? What are some simple things we can do to kind of unravel that?
Yeah, I think a lot of times people want to burn out and they start doing more. The biggest thing is clearing space, cutting things out. I like to say, like, it's a season, right? So if you if you get sick, you're not sick forever. You cut things out, right? You don't go to work for a few days, maybe. You might put laundry on hold and some other things. The same thing with burnout. Create a season where you're going to heal and cut back on some of the things that you were doing. And it might even mean asking for extra support or doing less of something. One suggestion I often give people is like, have your groceries delivered for a season. People are like, I can't do that because I have the physical ability to go get my groceries.
I love getting everything delivered. Yeah.
Like, get it delivered, cut that out. Like, yes, it might have an added cost, but if you factor in the cost of how much it wears and tears on your body and mind in that season of life, it's so much more expensive than like hiring someone to do it. And again, it might be forever. It might just be a season of like, you're doing a lot right then and there. So clearing space, giving yourself permission to turn off your phone. And oftentimes people are burned out when you find yourself scrolling online or like down a YouTube hole or searching stuff for hours, and you come up out of it and you're like, what did I just do for an hour or two? Like, that's a sign of burnout because your brain wants to go to a nothing space. It needs a break. So instead, take that nothing space, go for a walk without like your phone on. Go even just sit outside, meditation, journal.
I love all of those, although I'm afraid to do anything without my phone on me. So that's a whole other topic. But so Abby, how do you work with clients? And if somebody's listening to this and they're like, oh, I love her vibe and I would love to work with her, I feel super burnt out. I don't know how to help myself. What do you do with clients? How do you work with clients? How can people get in touch with you?
Yeah. And so, of course, I said, like, I don't want people to add too much to their schedule, but adding coaching or therapy can help you move to the next level and get out of that burnout. I work with all clients virtually. And the one thing that I love about virtual therapy or coaching is we can really work that into your schedule in a way that's beneficial to you. Where a lot of times clients were driving like over an hour to see me, meet with me for an hour, and then that's 3 hours out of your week. So I love virtual. I also love when sometimes clients like want to go sit by the ocean and do a session, or by the bay, or go for a walk. It depends on what we're digging into and what a client feels comfortable with. But I think that's a great benefit to doing virtual sessions. Virtual sessions, we first focus on clearing out that schedule a little bit and giving permission to clear it out. I think a lot of times we feel like we should be doing it all. We've been told these stories that we have to do it all to be successful, that we can't take a break until we get something done. And instead, I want people to take a break before they get burned out. So it's a little bit of like rewiring our thinking. And then from there, it's like teaching other strategies and tools for each unique person to really kind of conquer that burnout and then keep it at bay. Things are going to happen in life that cause extra stress, but like, what do we do when we're in those moments is so important.
Yeah, I love that. And of course, you can find Abby at Fresh Starts Registry in the Expert Guide. Abby, we are so appreciative of you and all the work that you do to help people live the life that they want to live. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. A Fresh Story podcast is produced by Fresh Starts Registry, the first and only platform for everything you need to begin again, from home items to Hype Team and everything in between. You can learn more and read today's show notes at afreshstory.com.
Are you a freelancer, solopreneur, writer, creative, or professional looking to achieve your goals within a supportive community? Have you found that working from home on your own gets lonely? That you're missing the accountability and community of a positive workplace environment? We understand. And we're so excited to introduce you to the Fresh Starts Collective. For just $35 per month, gain access to 6 daily offerings a week, including virtual co-working, open office hours for business coaching, accountability sessions, and networking opportunities. Enjoy expert workshops, monthly events, and an extensive content library. Connect with marketing, design, and writing professionals to brainstorm and grow together. Surround yourself with accountability, community, and growth. Elevate your journey with the Fresh Starts Collective for only $35 per month. Visit freshstartsregistry.com and join us today.